guys, so today I wanted to do a hot and not type video, or love it or leave it, or whatever you want to call it, kind of a review on a semi-new product on the market that I recently received, and I posted on Instagram and there was a lot of interest about it, and that is, obviously if you've read the title, you guys know, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, or Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. Now this is the custom contour kit that I have. She recently released them, I think at the end of July. Basically there are 27 shades and any skin tone is going to be able to find contour powders, wow, my hair's in my eye, that will suit them for their skin tone. So she's got contour powders more suited to very fair skin tones, to medium skin tones, and to dark skin tones. Contouring is kind of like the new thing in makeup. Well, not the new thing, but everyone loves to contour. I am no exception. It is really cool to be able to change up the way your face looks and the shape of your face. I don't go all out on contour my nose. I'm just a strict cheekbone and face contour. I don't even really contour my forehead that much because I feel it's pretty small, but I love to contour my cheekbones because I have a round face and I feel like my face would just look like the moon. I've always had chubby cheeks and you could pretty much draw my face with a compass, so I like to cut out some cheekbones, girl. So this was like get your life. I needed this ASAP. Let me tell you, since getting these custom colors, my contour game has been so strong, it's unbelievable. So I do love this, but let me just talk a little bit about it. So the shades that I chose in my palette, we'll do a close-up from left to right. I have Vanilla, Banana, and Golden Peach. Those are three highlighting shades which I primarily will be using for the under eye area. So today I am wearing on my under eye, I have Vanilla and Banana mixed because I wanted a more dramatic under eye highlight today since I have gone for more dramatic eyes and a more dramatic look. So mixing it with Vanilla, which is very similar to the MAC Emphasize powder. Vanilla is pretty pale, so I wouldn't necessarily use it on its own, but together it's like the perfect bright white bombshell under eye highlight. So I hope it is kind of coming across on camera. And then Golden Peach, sometimes I mix Golden Peach with Banana, sometimes I mix it with Vanilla, or I just use it on its own because it also works as a color corrector. It's also really brightening. It's not too peach. It's actually really, really cool. I've never tried a powder like this, but it cancels out any redness under the eyes or greenness because it color corrects as well as brightens and highlights. So love those. And then on the bottom to contour, I have Earth right here on this side. In the middle we have Clay, and then this one here is Espresso. So I tried to choose one that was lighter, more medium tone, and then dark. So for me, Earth, I will insert a picture of me contouring with Earth. If I use Earth alone, it gives me that kind of more lighter contoured look, which is great just for everyday or for very neutral makeup. Clay is what I like to use if I'm going for something more dramatic. So Clay is actually what I'm wearing today as my contour. I contoured with Clay pretty heavily. And then on the end is Espresso. Now this is dark and this is if I'm going like beat to the gods. So this, you definitely want to use Espresso with a light hand, even on my skin tone, because it's deep, it's dark, it's a rich color, but it's going to give you cheekbones like no other. These powders are so flawless. I want to keep this review pretty quick and sweet because I really don't have anything bad to say about the product in itself. Anastasia has been killing it lately. This wasn't sent to me. I have tried a bunch of her products lately that I personally purchased with my own money, and I have been floored by each and every product. She is just killing the makeup game right now. These are so smooth. They're very pigmented. The contour powders, literally one touch yields intense pigmentation. That is Espresso. Usually I've been using a bronzer to contour and it blends out pretty nicely, but these blend out so flawlessly. I just tap my NARS Ida brush in the product and then start going on, and you need the tiniest amount of product and it just spreads out beautifully over your cheek. It blends out effortlessly like butter. I hate to say that, but it blends out so effortlessly and seamlessly. You really cannot mess up your contour with it. The highlighting shades are also pigmented, but they are more on the sheer side just because obviously you don't want stark powders underneath your eyes because that's not sexy at all. So here are those. I have, oh gosh, Vanilla here, Banana, and Golden Peach. So again, more sheer, but that is perfect for what they are intended for. They are just pigmented enough. The powders are all really smooth. They never look cakey, which is what I was worried about because I tend to use an ambient lighting powder to set my under eyes usually, and that is really flawless. It doesn't make me have cake face under eyes. Like, that's my #1 nightmare. I was worried that these would be a little bit heavy, so when you saw me in person, not so much on camera, you would be able to tell that I had like powder, heavy powder under my eyes, but these are just as undetectable as the what is it, the Hourglass ambient lighting powder, which is great to report. So I know I have these all set up in the palette, but these are each separate pans, so they're basically like pro pan form, and they retail for $14 a piece. Or if you guys get 6 like I did, you get a free palette to put them in, which is pretty handy, and it bumps them down to being $40 for this whole palette, which is email. $40 for this whole palette, which is pretty ridiculous. I think that's a really great deal for 6 powders because a bronzer can even be like $40 alone. And also, you can only get this right now, the custom contour, from AnastasiaBeverlyHills.com, or is it AnastasiaBeverlyHills.net? I will leave a link below where you can purchase it, but she is the only retailer for these contour refills right now. On her website, what she has is she has 3 pre-made kits for you. She has one for fairer skin, which is the original contour kit, one for medium to tan skins, and then one for deeper complexion. So if you guys want to take the guesswork out, because to choose 6 shades or however many shades out of 27 can be pretty daunting, and it was hard for me to even narrow down to 6 that I wanted because there were so many more I wanted. So you guys can just go ahead and shop by skin tone if you want. The only con to this product is that shipping is wildly expensive if you are international. To ship this to Canada cost me $17.95. There is a 10% off coupon you can get by signing up for her newsletter, which I did use, so it kind of helped things out, but that is very expensive for shipping from the States to Canada. And even more so, which was really, really negative that I had to mention, is that this palette literally took me about 3 weeks to arrive after I ordered it. And usually I don't pay $17.95 for shipping. I order a lot of things in and it never takes 3 weeks. So to pay that much and to have such slow shipping, I mean, I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I know if you live in the States, it comes really fast, but I don't really know what it is. It just took a while to get here. So that, I did want to mention that. So I feel like that's all I pretty much want to say. I do love the products. I do recommend it to you guys. Yes, it is a hot. It's a love it, not a leave it, whatever you guys want to say. I highly recommend that you guys go out and purchase it. And when you guys know I recommend things, they are usually pretty good. This little puppy and I are like in love. It's like my BFF. I literally use it every time I do makeup now, and it's gonna get a lot of use from me. Let me know also in the comments below if you guys have purchased it or tried it or thinking of trying it, or if you guys have any better contour powders, because I love to contour and highlight, so recommendations are always welcome below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!